Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, we had a boss marathon on the boss floor, in which we finally have all the Abnors and some very powerful ego pages on Gabora's floor. I mean, Gabora's floor was already strong as it is, and now she's even more busted. Isn't that just great? Absolutely great. But, as I already said in the last part, we didn't really have the opportunity to see this little cutscene over here on Tiferet's floor. So without any further ado, let us start the part with that cutscene. After all, Tiferet had to wait for quite a while. And, good to see, everyone is back. Yes, it is even going to start a whole conversation, huh? Okay. Origin of elements. Effective nuclear change. What? Is this the right shelf? That's the one. Sort the book in order, please. Wait, are they currently helping her out? Oh, and this one goes here. Markov, could you bring me that book over there? Got it. There are a lot of difficult looking books here. Why are we on this floor to help with work like that? Aren't we supposed to work on our own floor? But then again, Netzig, she has to deal with some very difficult stuff. It's only right for you guys to help her out a bit, right? This is natural science. Everything related to natural science is somehow related to you guys as well, right? What other options do I have? I suddenly got a huge pile of books to organize, and the only vacant shelves are high up there. Oh, it's because she's little. Oh, that's cute. But getting up there with the books is a tough task to do on my own, you know? I usually get help from Chesed and Gabora, but it seems like they both seem to be busy these days. And Roland is nowhere to be seen after the whole disaster that happened in the last couple of parts. Where did the pinball go? Wait, he actually went missing? But then again, I already said, I guess he kind of needs a break, right? After all of that, he needs a break. Oh, I saw Roland upstairs, some time ago in fact. He must have had some business there, I guess. Dealing with Gabor, maybe? Oh, good. Well, seems like we looked like we had a lot of free time to you, huh? Maybe a little. Get a grip, Netzig. Tiferet approached us to ask for help, for the first time, you know. She rarely comes over to the upper layers back in the days, so it was hard for me to see her. I'm actually happy that she came to us this time around, you know. Yeah, your department was the very top, so you must have had even fewer chances to see her. Yeah, that's also true, even though it seems like Hot was invited to Gabora's floor ever so often, right? Right, we're occupied with our works too. What is keeping the two Patreon librarians on the floor above busy at the moment anyways? You know how Chesed is, right? The library from the other floors drop by to enjoy his coffee all the time, and he's just always so happy to oblige. And Gabora's been sitting still with her eyes closed for some time. I'm not sure if she's sleeping or meditating. Gabora's been meditating often ever since she woke up here. Maybe she's got lots of stuff to think about. Probably. Maybe. I would feel bad for invading her private moment too many times just to ask for help with errands, you know? It's not like I'm ignoring you or anything, you don't have to help if you don't want to, and... Oh, she's getting startled. It's new! It's good to form new connections, Tiferet. They are always ready to help. And don't you worry. Netzig may be a bellyacher, but he's not hesitant to lend a hand. You certainly deal with books on advanced subject matters, as Roland said. Somewhat quite difficult to comprehend, even for me. What was that? Are you trying to treat me like a child, like that beanpole did? Oh no. I did not intend to belittle you, it's only, are you gonna get punched? You're worried that I might have a real hard time trying to understand all of these, right? I never had the proper education, unlike you all. Yes, that is the case. I did not mean to pity you, but are you really okay with this? Well, I'm kind of upset if you ask me, and that question could be taken as mockery, if I want to take it that way at least. I can brush it off because I know you're not the kind of person to throw jabs at me, yes it? Really? I thought you hate all of us equally. Fuck off! The upper layer syndrome, huh? Look, I'm sorry about that. I was immature back then, and I thought my opportunities were always right, or rather opinions. What the hell am I saying? But not anymore. I'm still good at what I do, but now I admit that you aren't half bad either. Oh. Well, that doesn't mean I want to be on friendly terms with you all to make up for the past, so just don't get me wrong. Maybe she's feeling bad a little. All I ask is that you don't feel so pressured about your relationship with me. We're fine the way it is now. You must have changed your way of thinking for quite a bit. It's a perk of being more mature. Anyways, I didn't take offense at what you said, Yesert. I'm actually glad that you seem to get how hard I'm trying, if you ask me. I'm the one who reads all the books here, figuring out what they're about and labeling them after all. That's... you read all of them, all on your own? What about the other librarians? Huh, you're very positive, aren't you? I'm not. I would have been furious if someone else asked that. Alright, this is the last one for now, and thanks for the help, guys. Oh, she's getting friendlier with them. Oh, that's cute. Before that, she was too shy to actually change that, right? She wanted to be superior to all in order to show Angela that the other Tyrantus needed to be replaced again. She wanted him to rest after all. That was the whole idea, right? That is why she was always so mean to the others, in order to show how she's superior. But good to see that she's finally free from that. And that she is at least trying to make up with them. I mean, she's still putting some boundaries up, but it is getting better, right? Our little Tiferet is actually growing up. Pretty proud about that. Now, without any further ado, the next invitation is waiting for us right over here. Wonder who's going to come after the thumbs. It seems like they're interested in the Book of Carlos. And of course, one of my billions of fun books. Actually, I need to be a bit careful about the Carlos books since I only have 2 of them, but then again, in the worst case scenarios, I always have a second try to this, right? Index Proxy, Hubert. Somewhere in the Elmnost. I see, so the index are back. Great. Are they going to tell us what happened to Yang? Because I would really love to know what happened to Yang. It seems like he didn't really have a good time with the farm Carlos and stuff. How many do we have left to skewer? 193.
Would you please stay still?
How could you do this when the Fingers Bow Bell is imminent?
Don't act like anything is new. This isn't the first time we've had a quarrel with the fun. Your boss isn't gonna make a big deal out of this, you know?
Remove the limbs of all Thumb's personnel still remaining in the nest, and hang their bodies on skewers. Really now? Is that supposed to be a threat then? We are simply carrying out our prescript. No personal feelings are involved in this process.
Apply them to anything but the prescript. Blame them without a second thought. I can't fathom how you stake your lives on following orders from nowhere.
I know, it's kind of crazy, especially since those missions are rather random at times. Isn't that how everyone in the city lives? We are all fundamentally the same, aside from the variations in methods. They're actually skewering them. Oh, that's just disgusting. That is literally just disgusting. Wait, Yang is there? Wait, huh? Okay. Seems like he's fine. That's good. I was really worried about him because they have the... Well, usually they like to kill everyone who don't follow their rules, right?
And that's the end of the prescripts.
We only have one prescript left to carry out now. It's quite a magnificent sight to see those limbless bodies making futile struggle with their fading consciousness. It makes the index the last finger standing in the alcove nest. The only other obstacle remaining are the beasts of Aircorp and the blue reparation.
All hail to the prescripts, and Plattform always leads us to blissful places.
Prescripts are just meant to be followed. It's not a good idea to give extra meaning or have any sentiments for them.
Something often happens to the messenger. You were barely alive when we followed you. Your lords are destroyed and your Italian eyes gone.
Wait, what? So they did take his tongue and his eyes. Ugh. Or you even... Wait, but his face seems to be intact. Weird.
If it weren't for the prescripts, you might have not gotten any treatment, let alone live.
Yeah, the way to reverse that? I still don't thank the prescript or anything. That's just them being carried out. The messenger is correct. Prescripts are to be fulfilled. It's as simple as that. Messenger Yan demonstrated it well through his past actions. Bluey! The Bluey's back! Why are you everywhere? Why are you here with all those skewered bodies now? Gee dear, the scent of blood is in the air. I'm not one to speak, but the index really hasn't changed. The blue reparation. I don't believe we are mutual hospitable enough to be having a chat in such close proximity now, huh? Friends, no need to be so worried. I'm here to ask you for a favor, Proxy Esther. I was wondering if I could take those heaps of flesh on the skewers you prepared. I don't know if you can do that. After all, they had to be prepared in order to be a display, right? It looks like you're done with your prescript anyway. It never told you to keep them hanging forever, no? Yet it did not tell us to bring them down. Well, it's up to you to interpret the message, and I'm personally asking you, proxy friends. Friends?
This is tough. What do we do? I really don't want to let him get away with what he wants, so there's no reason to refuse.
Let the blue reparation do whatever he wants with them. We only need to see that the prescripts are fulfilled, one way or another. There's no need to cause unnecessary conflict. Well, that's a clear explanation. Good wisdom. I'm glad we don't have to see each other's guts today, because if you refuse, it would probably start a fight again. It's always a delight to talk with proxies, you see. They have a familiar scent as mine. Absolute craziness? Do you mean that? You know, I would love to recruit maybe one of you to my ensample. I have no interest in learning what you're trying to do, and I suggest you cut your antics short when you still can. Oh, is that so? I'm sure you like it once you hear it. Anyways, we better take them while they're fresh, right? I'm counting on you. And you? Oh my god, the shark is back. What the hell? Oh, the dog is back. It seems like there's a donkey attached to it and a chick as well. And at the very least the wolf lady is also back. That's good. I was wondering where she went. Ah, the musician. Ah! That is why there are 3 things. But aren't they missing something? I remember that the musician of Bremen was a band of 4. But then again, I guess the cat was left behind with the other guys, right? Interesting that they merged into the Chimera thingy. Huh? Seems like it. I'm not gonna read that though. It isn't even that. They're just making animal sounds. You're right. He always stops the tedious chores to us. Tanya. Look at how the mute skewered nicely on these sticks. It's like I'm looking at a fine brochette with a delicious smell. Oh, I know! This will make a perfect treat if I mix the soy sauce and ground garlic on this and then grill it whole. What do you say, mixed face? I don't know if he agrees or disagrees, but I guess he's happy, so maybe he agrees. Some appetite you got there. They did do a good job of chopping the meat into nice chunks. I give them that, but the meat itself isn't of very high quality. Easy, friends, we need them for other things. As long as you carry them all in mint condition, I will let you have 2 or 3 maybe. I mean, there's so many of them. I don't think anybody would mind if there are 2 missing. God, I don't even know what you are up to with all those bodies. But You're actually eating them as well. That's just disgusting. Of course, that is up to Jay to decide though. Jay is involved in this? No worries, he will definitely allow it when I tell him that I'm actually making mind-blowing crusade out of it. Oh, he'll have to! I guess we're having a barbecue party for the first time in a long while. We're being quite loud for someone keeping others waiting, you know? Oh, sorry about that. We get along too well with each other, as you can see. Oh, up the face, I see. Why does he always have that crazy smirk on his face? And look how pissed he is! You really shouldn't dwell on that long, Bluey. I'm just saying, you might actually go for the kill after all. The blue reparation. As long as you choose to roost in this nest, know that you and your minions will have your guts spilled upon this land one day. Really? Is that what you think? I beg to differ. Methinks the little animal friends from the Air Corps are the only one you will get to guts, rather. And he's gone. Okay, that's good.
The blue reparation is still an obnoxious spook.
There's no need to pay much attention unless the prescripts command us to do. Messenger Yan, is the next prescript prepared? Sure, here you go. Let me guess. It says Esther, Gloria, Hubert, and the... Yeah, under them shall head to the library. Am I correct?
The library? Guess we're going to go there ourselves after all, huh?
How did you know that? You look surprised, Messenger Yang. We were already aware that the prescript you've been delivering to us were illegitimate? What do you mean with that?
What? Was the only one being fooled?
Since when did you notice? That matters little. If you knew the prescript were fake, then why did you still declare war against the farm? And why are you about to dig your own grave by going into the library? I simply followed the prescript. It commanded me to carry out every prescript delivered by the Messenger Yang. It did? So the prescript knew as well. Just how much do they know, really? We cannot escape from the prescript. Every thought and action of ours is within the boundaries of the prescript.
I don't really understand, but Man's been a good boy, fulfilling many prescripts throughout his life, right? Yeah, why did you betray us? Was it for the money?
Which money? There's nothing to say about that. Gloria, there's no such thing as betraying in our vocabulary. All that matters is whether or not one has carried out their prescript. I'm sick and tired of this. Those stupid prescripts are everywhere. I've lost too many things, abandoned and neglected so much because of the prescripts. I lost my family, killed my friends with my own two hands, stole precious things from people, and looked the other way. What? You killed your friend? I was riddled with guilt, but I forced myself to do it anyways, because the prescript must be carried out after all. The prescript. Guide us to the right path, they said. But have they really led me along the right path? I resent the prescript, I fear them, I loathe them, I didn't even want to look at them again. And then the prescript gave me the role of a messenger, which is literally forced to carry the prescript with your own hands to their destinations. Which is a contradiction to everything that you just said. You fear them, but you have to carry them. You loathe them, but you have to bring them along. Yang! Delivering the prescript with my own hands. So I began making fake prescript. I thought I was showing my will for the first time with that act. But then the prescript did this, as if they knew everything already. Tell me, Esther, was this not done out of your own will all along? It doesn't matter if you did it on your own volition or not. It's our obligation to follow the prescript, and the prescript now tells us to head to the library, even if it is fake. I see. And ask yourself this, does free will truly exist in this city? Proxies, we shall go to the library this instant. You don't even have an invitation though. Yeah. But then again, maybe he already has. I mean, our invitation literally appears whenever it's handy. I've already received one. Ah, see? Our invitations are literally everywhere. But how? The order to head to the library was just a lie I made up and... Messenger Yang, the prescript has invited you to a certain place. The prescript invited me? Are you guys actually going to the library then? As the prescript orders. I guess you would have said the same even if I brought you a prescript telling you to die on the spot, huh? We move according to the prescript at all times. So they're actually coming over. All of them are actually coming over, I see. Well, don't you wonder what the Blue Reparation is up to with all those bodies? Well, we are going to see soon enough. Although I'm not exactly thrilled to find out. By the way, the Blue Singer got more new members for his band of freaks from the looks of it. I've seen that Wolfert before, but I don't think we've seen the other two before either. But then again, we did, Roland. We saw them during the scene with the puppeteer, but I guess I was supposed to do this one first. Let's ignore that detail, right? Let's ignore that. One of them seems rather enthusiastic about cooking from the looks of it. Do you have any guess? Oh, that's not a big deal. I was just reminded of the story that I read the other day about the guest we've received from District 23, that's all. Besides, we have the proxies of the index to deal with first, right? The index? A finger that's actually strictly based on prescript, huh? It's curious how he forged false prescript, but it looks like prescript kind of anticipated that as well. How did they even do that? Yeah, whoever makes those must be a genius at pre-calculations. Makes seemingly weird instruction, and those prescripts end up being beneficial to the index in some other way, or rather odd way. Like their maker somehow omniscient? I imagine that the one who makes the prescript is quite an impressive individual. Probably is. You gotta be a cut above the rest to be leading a syndicate as colossal as a finger. I know, right? That doesn't make those prescript worship sellouts any less insane, though. Is anything wrong? Oh, nothing. I was just having some thoughts for a moment. And look how happy she is! Look at that smile! Is that a smile? Probably somewhere along that metallic body of hers.
Hello, anyone there?
Such unnecessary rowdiness. Greetings, dear guest. I'm Angela, the direct...
Whoa, what? You're human!
Is she? Seems rather ambiguous to me. Wow, really rude. Seriously? You literally interrupted her! I don't believe that's relevant right now. The director of the library, also known as the Pale Librarian, was supposed to be a machine to my knowledge. Perhaps we should update the knowledge based with this new information.
She's a liar! I'm surprised to see such an awkward freak still exists in the city!
What is a liger? What do you mean, a tiger? No, right? Huh.
Oh, look at her! She's ready to shop! Are you getting mad?
Well, you are to overcome the ordeals in this place and fight for the reward, dear guest. Please go through that door if you wish to enter. And your comma then what the current information suggests as well. Proxies. Our primary directive is to enter the library as the prescript dictates. Stop the squirrel and get on with it. So you don't even have to beat the library, you just have to enter the library.
Okay.
May you find your book in this place. Well, at the very least, it seems like that one girl has some fun. I only have one flow for this. And we have to fight the polylight thingies again. I see. Okay, first and foremost, grace of the prescript like usual. Respiration, so they can regain their light. Multi-slash, it seems like they have a couple of new Singleton cards. Unused, draw 1 page, if Singleton, restore 2 light as well. They have a draw and light recovery card. That is very good. Even though the sick die doesn't really seem to be that strong, it's only 1 to 4. But still, decent, very good. With the prescript points, execution like usual. binding chains at the start of the clash. If Singleton reduces the power of all targets' dices by 1. On clash win, if Singleton reduces the power of the opponent's next die by 2. So it is able to reduce all of my dices by 1 and then another one by 2 extra, so 3. Interesting. And of course, Will of the Prescript. And I guess they all have the same abilities as well, which is good. Okay, let me remember. Let me just remember. During the last time when I fought against the Index, I used Net's Explorer because it seems like they always like to use the cards that are currently buffed with Grace of the Prescript, which means they are decently strong at all times. So in that regard, maybe I should go for Net's Explorer again. But then again, we just recently acquired a couple of new ego pages. Kinda wanna try them out. Gabura had a fight in the last part. Tiferet had the whole week, last week for her. And you know what? Come on, Tiferet, let's have some fun! Let's try out that void card, huh? Let's try out that void card if you actually get to that point. The only problem is that they're probably going to rush us down again, like the other group. Oh yes! And they all go for Tiferet. Well, at the very least they aren't as fast as I thought it would be. How about we're going to change into our guard stance? Yeah, if they're going to target Tiferet, from all people. Ooh. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. Now I'm kind of conflicted. I don't really want to block all of them. I need to let 3 of them go, right? Kind of. It's a bit tricky since they have the potential to roll high, but Tiferet also has the potential to roll high, so yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's totally going to be fine. Okay, let's do this. Coordinate attack, couple of free hits, another free hit on the other guy. Ah, shoot! They actually managed to break through one of them, which is not that good. At least I got the light recovery. Okay, I rolled slower than I expected for that powerful card. Interesting. And is the other one going to get a free hit out of that? Seeing how I literally used up all my counter dice already. Ah no! No, I still had one. That's good. And the other guy didn't get staggered, so I should have probably focused all the attacks on him after all. Yeah, I should have probably done that. With all those passive buffs, it's quite difficult for Bonbon to actually get through it. Okay, that should be fine then. Yeah, double avoid, not getting my draw card. It's fine, at the very least she was able to regain some stagger, right? We take that, we totally take that. Okay, 1, 2. Oh god, I still love that. So many extra free hits, it's just great. It's just great. And at the very least, I was able to draw 1 page, right? And we got a stagger. Okay, that's very good. Are we able to kill it as well? Yes, even better. That is even better. So, another question is, am I going to go for love right away? Yeah, I guess it would be nice for us to have a healing option around here. And I need to win clashes, which means I'm probably going to give that to Bonbon. Yeah, Bonbon usually has the best odds around here, but seeing how they always have that buff of extra 2 power, that's a bit difficult, but not impossible. Even if I have a boost, I only have a chance of 2 to 9. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. He's certainly going to roll an 11 at least. Yeah, I guess Tiferet is just going to take that hit. Okay, didn't really work either, but that's fine. Golden Opportunities is doing his oh shoot, no mind. Okay, he didn't roll an 11. There was a decent chance he would, but he didn't. Does that count as losing though? I mean, it's a 10 to 10. I didn't win. Does a draw count as a lose for that card? Would have been interesting, no. That thing actually? Really? Okay. Just this. Good damage. Nah, I'm gonna give Tiveret Endure. Extra endurance is always going to help. Nope, I didn't get it. Which means draw is not a lose. And I don't really care about the first one because I need to get around the first one in order to draw an extra card. Right? Did the avoid dice is the worst obstacle on that card because it's just too good. Okay. Shoot, I didn't even win that one. But you know what I mean. Most of the time, they're just avoiding everything and then I have an issue because I can't really get around. That's right. Okay, we got another stagger, that's good. I'll be able to stagger the other guy as well because I really love that. Tiveret was able to recover her light, that's good. I wasn't able to stagger the last one. Okay. But this one is getting really close. And he rolled really low as well. It means I should be able to safely stagger him before he is able to do anything around here. Okay, so Bonbon is going to redirect both of the hits, slow them down as much as possible. I don't really have that many fast dice in order to intercept the second guy, but the first one, to the right, he shouldn't really be able to do anything, right? Maybe? It's 12? Ah, shoot. We're slacking. We're slacking a couple of points. Oh, never mind. Bongo was still able to prevail. That's good. I was worried about that because he got really close to getting staggered. I don't really want to give them any... Oh, yes. Any chances to get some free hits around here, right? Okay, is that enough to kill? Not quite, but very close. So, you... Okay, this might be a bit of an overkill. Oh yes, it's certainly a bit of an overkill, but... I mean... It's all for the greater good, right? We need to make sure that none of them are able to harm our Tiveret any further, right? None of them have the opportunity to harm our Tiveret any further. Okay. Now, the Proxies, right? Gloria, Hubert, and Esther. And a couple of index as well. Okay. So, first and foremost, Esther. 200 HP, endurance to bash attacks. Okay, that's good. He has Shimmering. Ah, Shimmering, okay. Locked potential. After using 6 unique combat pages in a single act, enter Blade Unlock state, which boosts the power of all dices by 1. Oh, really? Okay. So that means it's pretty much like... Eye of the Dragon, right? From Juji. Does it also mean defense dices? I think it's also going to mean defense dices, which makes it even better. Then he also has Raging Torrent. Draw a page every time the character uses 4 unique combat pages. So you get an extra variety of draws as well. Grace of the Prescript in order to boost them up even further, because why not? Sure. Grace of Prescript is very powerful in any types of singleton decks. After all, you have a mixture of pretty much everything around. Unlock 1. Single use. On use, add Unlock 1 to hand. Heavy Trace. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or losses. Swift Trace. Dice on this page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain and losses. I was about to say, why would you have a singleton deck with 2 varieties of this one, but it seems like all of them are different? And this one is dealing extra damage on the target. Interesting. Then of course he also has the multi-splash. Somber Procuration. A singleton at +4 power. Starts with a good defense dice and another +2 power on top of everything. 3 to 5, 3 to 7. If that is getting boosted by Grace of the Prescript, then we're going to have a huge problem. Binding Chains, Elimination, on kill, give 1 strength to all allies next scene. Add plus power if the target HP is lower than 50%, 5 to 11. Castigation. Only usable in blade and lock state. Reduces power of all opponents' dices. Clashing against it by 12. On hit, dealing bonus damage and stagger damage by 7 times the natural roll. And it comes with a counter dice, because why not? Ah, okay. Seems fair. Yeah, Hubert, what do you have? Shimmering as well, because why not? Lock potential, same as Esther? Yeah, all dice gain +1. Breaking pressure. In a clash, the opponent's defense dice loses 1 power. So this is the anti-defense dice card from the looks of it. But good to see that we don't really have that many defensive... Oh, no, wait. Difference! I just used the defense dice. I can't use that here. Huh. Ah, that's gonna be the issue. He also comes with Unlock, Heavy Trace, Sombra Progression, Eliminate, and Decapitation. Range. Only usable in blade and lock state. On hit, inflict 1 feeble, 8 bleed next scene. 13 to 25. Okay, that gives me the possibility of getting Claim My Bones or Claim My Flesh. That one's good for Bonbon. Then we have Gloria, who's barely able to fit in this portrait. Not even close to the other version, because I can't even see her eyes or head. But okay. She's very endurant with 210 HP. Also shimmering, lock potential, breaking pressure, no defense dices. Multi-slash, this is all the same. Eradication, mass summation, only usable in blade and lock state. Oh god, I have to finish them off as quickly as possible. Blade and lock state is only usable after 6 unique cards. 6 unique cards. And they have 2 dice each round? Wait, they don't have speed dice, so they have 1 dice each round. So I have 6 turns before they go absolutely crazy. All 3 of them. All 3 of them. And then we have a normal indexed proxy. They don't really do anything special, right? They have a speed die, respiration, and usual stuff, but they don't really do anything special. So I have to kind of rush them down as quickly as I can. Unless, of course, I want to deal with the whole lock potential thing. I see. Okay, that's certainly going to be fun. Let's hope that the My Hero pages are going to get unlocked soon. I mean, we are on level 3. They should appear now. And they don't really even speak. Okay. Which of them is the worst one? Which of them is actually the worst one? Wait a second. You guys said you don't have speed dices. What, you have speed dice? Shimmering doesn't say speed dice. Okay, that means I have 3 turns on those guys. 2 turns on this guy. And I think it would be wise for me to finish him off first. But then again, that guy only has 195. Wait, they aren't targeting one character at a time. Why is that? But again, I guess it would be a bit busted if all of them would react like they usually do. It's a bit troublesome to get around all of those high speed dices, but I guess for the time being I'm just gonna focus down on Hubert first. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Wait, what the hell is that? What is that? Wait, is that the blade unlock thingy? It's too fast. I have to wait until that is all over. They are so tanky, but at the very least, Bonbon is going to get some light recoveries around here. So that's good. She also received the strength boost from Coordinated Assault, which makes it even better. We are also going to get another strength boost. Okay, smoke has been applied. A couple of leads. Okay, we have 50% of Hubert down, around 50%. Where's my dice destroying thing? That one. But Companion could also become handy. 3 light recovery or freeze. Really good, especially now since we have to fight against 3 guys. But I need Temperance on Bonbon first. It's just needed in order to destroy the dice with a singular dice. In the name of love and hate. Gold Rush. Yeah, I need Gold Rush on Bonbon. For the strength. All for the strength. It's too fast to do anything else. Okay, I kind of have to live with that. I'm just gonna hope that Bonbon is not gonna get staggered by him. But it should be fine. Okay, first and foremost, a couple of Gold Rushes for some extra damage. That should also recover her strength. Oh yes, look at all that power! Look at all that power! Okay, that was really good. That was really good. Tivert is going to use this chance to recover a little bit of a light. Or rather, not light. As she needs to get charges, draw pages, maybe recover the light, but most importantly, we need the charges in order to block some hits. And actually have an opportunity to use the whole light conversion thingy, right? Yeah, this is very important. Blunt deck all works around light conversion after all. I also have a little bit of extra strength on her as well, which is very precious. Oh, he's gonna enter Unlock Blade very soon. Should I go for Companion? Yeah, I'm gonna give that to Bonbon. She's our healer. She's just our healer. I could seal dices. But I need the name of love. I need the name of love. Okay, with 6 strength and violent blades. Oh god, what's this? What is that effect? Blade unlocked. Oh, that looks actually kind of nice. Like, really nice. No, but seriously, now with the power... I kinda wanna go for a violent blade, actually. Imagine... Oh, I have to go for that. I have to. Haru, you might have to take a couple of hits. Bonbon, you're gonna do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. We're certainly going to get Hubert this turn, right? Yes, certainly. We're certainly going to get Hubert. Okay, everyone got hit. That's good. There we go. A stagger. And are we going to get another stagger? I would love to have another stagger. Locked. 18. Disarmed. That's good. Free hit and execution. I don't really like that. But at the very least, yes, we got another stagger and we actually took one of them down. That is perfect. A 35! She rolled a 35! Oh, I love that! I love that! Okay, 2 of them are down. Next up, you have the companion buff. With Librarian with the corrosion defeat this character, all other Librarians recover 3 lights. I have to kill him with Bonbon now. I have to kill him with Bonbon now. Somehow. I think I pretty much redirected all of the attacks. We're going to do a lot of damage on Esther. However, should be able to stagger him before he does any damage to anybody else. And Gloria is going to get disarmed even further with Extreme Edge. There, a block. I got 1 hit on my horror. I wasn't able to block him after all. Ah, shoot. Never mind. One more was still able to pull off. That's good. I also got the draw from Sturdy Defense, which is even better. The last Polylight is gone. I was able to destroy the dice as well, which makes it even better. Singular Strike and that Temperance buff on the Bonbon just works wonders around here, right? It is busted and very good. Okay, we got the stagger on him as well. Good, all of them are staggered. Yeah, she was still able to survive that. But I don't think they are able to survive another round, right? I don't think so. Just gonna make sure that Bonbon is able to kill that guy. Actually speaking, I would prefer if everyone attacks Gloria with a slow dice. I kind of want to see how it looks like if we were to kill the villain with bomb. So, but just in case, but then again, I don't think it's gonna survive, but never mind. Never mind. I don't need to worry. I don't need to worry. They are certainly going to die this round. Okay, let's see. Ah, it's a bubble effect. It's a bubble effect. I see. That's a cute one. Okay. Well then. That was the index. It was, or rather, it looked kind of threatening, but with the eco pages, not so bad, right? Oh my god, I got so many books. Oh, that's great. And because I killed Esther and Gloria last, I should get... Did I get a lot of books with them? I have 1, 2... 3, 4 from Hubert. Or the 2 from Hubert. Are you kidding me? Did I only get... Okay, I have to do this again. I have to do this again because Esther and Gloria refused to drop any more books than 1, even though I killed them last. What is this? What is this? Oh man, you know, sometimes it doesn't sound too bad to just let go of all the complicated thoughts and just follow a order like the index does, you know? I think otherwise. You wouldn't be better than a corpse if you just mindlessly perform the tasks that they are given to you, and the index looks just like walking corpses in that regard. They appear to have no respect for free will, or rather for the free will of individuals. You know, I do have a thing or two to say about performing tasks as they are given. Here's the difference. Both you and I are working hard in order to get out of this place, right? We have a clear goal to set in our mind. We're doing this because we wish to be free. However, Yang's effort to prove that he has a will of his own went up in smoke, seeing how the prescripts kind of told them to follow his orders. Well, you used to parade it hard, calling people who follow it pathetic and stuff. Have you changed your mind on that? Perhaps I have. I thought they were nothing more than completing meaningless arrays of words for those who have no purpose in life. As you pointed out, the prescript of the index ended up benefiting the Syndical. The prescripts commanded them to eliminate all the members of the farm in the Elcop's nest, right when the underboss and his capos have disappeared, which made the whole thing a lot easier. The prescript Yen has been delivering were false, but an invitation to the library was in that man's hand as if it were destined to occur. And they knew that he was up to something. It's like they're seeing 1 step ahead. Heck, maybe 3 steps. True. Yeah, I thought they were no more than zealots wasting away their lives and time. But it was a hasty judgment that I made from mere fragments. Could the prescript actually be as omniscient as they made them out to be, Roland? Maybe, seeing how they were able to get some information that they should probably not have. Unless of course they were spying on Yang, but why would they spy on Yang? Unless they have some suspicion, right? Whether it is true or not, I don't think you have to be so unnerved about them, yeah? True. The prescript could be a grand entity or a big hall of nothing for all I know. Point is, there's no need to pay too much attention to what they say. Even if everything I've been doing was actually done out of the city's will and not mine, it doesn't matter to me 1 bit, since there's no way for me to realize that. What I do know is that the emotion I feel are wholly mine. The emotions you feel? Thanks for putting it that way, I guess. I gotta wonder though, where was that messenger going? Right, he was called to some place, right? He was apparently invited by the prescript. To where he was invited is still a mystery for us. Talk about a cliffhanger, huh? Always gotta tease me this way. You seem quite interested. Who knows, he might lead us to the full story behind the prescript. Even then, we won't get to see it if he isn't our guest. Good point. True. Unless he carries an invitation and actually follows, we can't really see what happens to him, right? Okay. And I was right. Hogma got some new invitation. Or rather, not invitation. New abnormality! And she says it as well? Oh, that's just great! Is it going to give 2 abnormalities to Hogma, or do I need to do the other invitation first for that? Would be good if I could do them both at the same time, because then I could just make a free abnormality part and literally finish off all abnormalities in one go, right? I mean, there's only one missing on Chester's floor. If it is just Bina, just like Bina, then only 2 should be missing on Hotma's floor. Nevertheless, I'm gonna worry about that in the next part. I hope you guys had fun, and see you then!